The second team from Citrix I do want to introduce next. The entrepreneur team is called Castr. Really nice name, I like it. How many of you have Apple TV or other devices hooked up now for wireless transmission at home? Well, think about that for business. The Castr team has been looking at this problem we all have of when we go into the conference room and we have all these funny wires we have to hook up to our machine so we can give a decent presentation, and all the time we lose to put that together. We have another great Citrix team, veterans of Citrix. Sophia Su has been with Citrix as a product manager since 2009. Adam Ismail, I think he's found his entrepreneurial groove. He put in his description there that he loves to learn, and that's really what this program is all about. As you saw with the last team, you hear the term pivot all the time, but when you do a lot of these customer interviews, the pivots happen for you almost because they're pulling you in different directions. So I'd like to introduce now Team Castr.
Your magic wand.
Hi everyone, my name is Adam Ismail, and this is my co-founder, Sophia Su. Now, you all know what these are, right? John pretty much stole my thunder, but these are cables and adapters and dongles that you take with you on meetings. And so we've all been there in an important meeting where you have your laptop and you're just trying to get what's on your computer to the display. So you go to plug in your cable, but it doesn't fit your laptop. So you go looking through your bag, you start fumbling around, you start asking the table, hey, does anybody have a cable or an adapter? And it's pretty embarrassing and it's unprofessional. That's why we created Castr. It's a simple hardware device that allows you to cast your presentations from any device to any display. And so over the course of the last 3 months, we've been able to conduct 65 interviews and really get some great feedback from our customers. So we'd like to walk you through that today. So let's hear from what our customers have told us. Chris Marlowe, his words are, the conference room is where ideas happen and deals are made. The world is changed through the yeses and nos that come out of those spaces. So that sounds pretty dramatic that the world has changed, but for Chris, that's real. He goes into places to convince people to give him money so that he can then take that money and go into developing countries and build schools. So if his meetings don't go well, the schools never get built. If they don't get built, the community is not educated. So we can see that literally the world can be changed. Next, we have Rebecca. And we all know first impressions are important. So with Rebecca, her words are, if we don't get it right the first time, we're at risk of losing a sale. So not only are first impressions important for Rebecca, sometimes they're the only opportunity that she has to make a sale. And finally, we have Dr. John Bowman, whose words are, technology in the room should conform to me, not the other way around. That's so true. And what he's saying is that he wants control. They're all saying that they want control. And so we gave it to them. After we narrowed down our customer segment to mobile salespeople, we presented them with Castr. And we gave them a mobile device connected to a beta unit plugged into a display. And they loved it. And some of the features that we told them about were that they had the freedom to choose any device, any application. Didn't matter what brand phone they had, or if it was a tablet or a laptop, it didn't matter, it would work with Castr as well. Any application on those devices would work as well. Then we told them about the built-in battery and the built-in Wi-Fi access point. So they didn't need to go looking behind the wall for a power plug, or they didn't need to ask the IT guy, hey, what's the user ID so I can log in to the Wi-Fi network? It's all built in. And next we have virtual attendees. Over half of our interviewees told us that they needed the ability to host virtual attendees. So they needed to be able to run a GoToMeeting, and that's something that Castr can do as well. And finally, we told them about multi-presenter support. This is something that we offered to them, and they loved it. Take, for instance, the ability I'm presenting, and Sophia needs to show something on her Android or Windows phone, a mobile application that only runs in that device. I'm able to seamlessly, from presenter, grant her presenter status, and she can show her screen. There's no need for unplugging or replugging in or any shuffling. It's a very seamless transition. So next, I'd like to show you a video that we created demonstrating some of the uses where Castr can be used by anybody.
Introducing Castr. With Castr, you can leave all of your cables and adapters at home when going on client meetings. Get set up right away, even if the room is not ready, by connecting your device of choice to Castr. Simply turn on the device, open the companion app to connect to Castr, and load your content from anywhere. It's that easy. Now you can focus on the people you're meeting and the story you're telling, without the added stress of setting up. We've designed Castr to be seamless, so that attention is captured and no time is wasted. The moment you plug Castr into the display, you have the confidence to know that your story is in motion and you are in control. Castr allows you to connect any device to any display. Sometimes words aren't enough, and smartphone screens are too small. When you need to convey detailed information, it's important to make sure nothing gets lost in translation. Take advantage of what's around you. We've designed Castr to be just as mobile as your smartphone. No matter where you are, if there's a screen nearby, you're able to plug in and connect your words to visuals so that you're in control of every opportunity.
It's pretty awesome stuff. So let's take a look at what some of our customers told us in response to this. If you make this, angels will sing. I think it's brilliant. We would definitely use something like that. If I could walk into the room and not have to worry about technology, that would be a godsend. So these sound pretty intense, pretty dramatic, but Sophia's going to walk you through the current competitive landscape and show you exactly why these are pretty natural responses.
Okay, thank you, Adam. So if you look at what's available in the market right now, a lot of what we see is in-room solutions. So these are thin client computers that are being placed behind TVs, under desks. They're being heavily integrated into webcams, polygon systems, and there's even a couple of projectors that allow you to have mobile access. Now, as someone who's coming in from the outside, these super engineered rooms don't really tell me whether or not my items are going to work with what's already in the room. At home, I have products like Apple TV and Chromecast. I set them up once in my living room and I forget about them. We believe that users are going to expect that kind of ease of use in the professional space. In fact, we talked to a couple of people who did try to take Apple TVs and Chromecast with them when they travel, and it just hasn't worked. So we think that's what makes Castr unique, is that we designed it around the mobile professional, the person, and not the room. Now, we don't think we can go it alone. If you break down a presentation, you really need three things. You need content, something for us to talk about. You need the people in the audience, and you need a display to make it easy to show that content. Now, Castr takes care of the display, but what happens if the decision maker you need is stuck in traffic? What if they're in another office? What if you don't have the latest version of the presentation? That's why we need products like GoToMeeting and ShareFile to build a complete package, so that we as Citrix can provide a suite of products that allow our customers to move away from worrying about the basics and really use their time and energy to focus on engaging deeply with their customers and then having effective communication. So Adam and I have been working on this for 3 months now. Like John said earlier, Adam's background is in cloud engineering for Citrix. He built his first computer when he was 13, and he's been working in the tech industry since he was 17. I'm not going to tell you guys how long ago that was. But him and his wife, Ellie, recently led a team that won the Triangle Startup Weekend Medical Edition. So he's been in this and really delving into the customer empathy and product development spaces. I've been with ShareFile since we were about 20 persons, and now we're close to 600 and down the street. And it's been a very exciting process, and that's what led me to pursue a career in product management and also to get my MBA from NC State. So if you guys have experienced any of the problems or the situations that we described today, We're building our beta user list at www.castr.us. Please sign up so we can keep you up to date about it. We'll also have a booth in the back, and we'd love to talk to you about your issues and how we can solve them for you. Thank you.
Any questions from the Executive Council?
All right, so congratulations, fantastic presentation.
Thank you.
Really interesting product. I'm interested in where you think it would be sold. Is this something that would be sold at Best Buy?
Yeah, absolutely. What we've been hearing from our customers is that one of the places they want to see it is Amazon. It seems to be the first place that everybody's going for things. So you absolutely have to be able to buy it online, and Amazon seems like the first place. However, we do want to see it in Best Buys and places like airport kiosks. So if you're on the go, if you're traveling and you forgot your cable and you're in the airport, you can go to a little airport kiosk or vending machine or a little store and buy one there as well.
Yeah, could you talk to the price point willingness to pay equation? Sure.
So we definitely asked all of the people we interviewed, what do you think this would be priced at? How much would you expect to pay for it? And what they told us is while things like Chromecast are about $36, they think that a product with this many features, if priced at that level, would feel cheap and they wouldn't be ready to trust it. We also associated our product with Apple TV, which is about $120, $100 to $200, depending on promotions. So we actually decided to price it just below that to give us a cost advantage there.
One last question, since you're the last entrepreneur team here. Are there any approaches or mindsets that you picked up here that you think would apply back in your day job at Citrix?
Oh yeah, definitely. We learned so much about being able to interview customers empathetically and taking that information and building plans out of it, and also just pitching, like presenting our ideas. No matter where you are, you always have to present yourself or a project or a product or even a community event or something. So you're actually constantly pitching all the time. So the skills that we gain here has really been applicable across the board for us. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Great job. Thank you. All right. Oh, hey, somebody lose their cords here? No, sorry. I don't need them anymore. So, and I would pay more than $89, by the way. So.